I'm surrounded by doodle.
The chef assistants, sous chef Missy and sous chef Tia.
Welcome back to what I hope to be the series of dirty bitchery. That being just delicious food that I make. Because I love food. Today, we are doing something really fun. Mama found this really cool little mini pot pie maker. You can also make like little quiches and stuff out of this, but this is freaking adorable. I love pot pies because I'm Southern. It holds a very good memory for me for childhood, and it's just a delicious meal that you can make pretty easily without having a lot of cleanup. And this just little mini adorableness has so much potential. So today, we are going to make some chicken pot pies. I already mixed up the insides. This is just some rotisserie chicken, carrots, peas, and onion. And because I deal with enough anxiety in my life, I'm not going to make my own pie crust. So we got a store-bought. Traditionally, for pot pie, you use like a cream of chicken or a cream of mushroom. Everyone in this house is lactose intolerant, but my aunt especially will like straight up unalive if she gets cream and milk. So while she likes pot pies, she can't exactly have them because they will her. So I'm going to science with using chicken broth and some flour instead of cream of chicken.
Well, generally speaking, I do a broth and cheese, and I'll add a little flour to kind of thicken it a little. But when I've made the big pot pies, I generally always add shredded cheese.
Not really doing full measurements. That's part of the science. Just trust your intuition and go with it. Just put some garlic in there. Put some of these chives from our garden. Might need to add some more chicken broth. I just wanted to have a little base. Perfect amount of cheese. It was like it was meant for it. So we have peas, carrots, chicken that has already been cooked, and some onion. And we're just going to throw that all into the pot together. And that's going to be happy. We are going to need just a little bit more chicken broth because I want that to be submerged. Yes, now we just wait for this to get all warm and happy together.
There's some ASMR sounds going on there. I'm not sure your microphone's going to pick up on it, but sounds like about 50 vaginas marching through mud. Will you buy yourself flour? Okay. You don't even need all that flour.
Yeah. You don't want it to be a dough. You just want it to thicken up. Be a little creamy sauce.
We're just going to take it off the heat and let it start to cool a little bit. So we will be taking our irradiated animal fat and lubricating the pan with it.
Break apart. Accurate measurements, of course. Accurate measurements. So we have a nice lubricant for the pan. Our pies won't stick inside of it. Because a broken pie is a sad pie. Radiation. I will need to irradiate more animal fat for the brushing upon the top, but we will save that for later.
You always want to pace your exposure to radiation. Cook on the stove for hours. Stuff it all in a pan.
So we quartered our pie dough just to make it easier to put it in. Mama's shown me how to do this because she has much more experience than I am. So we're going to push it into the crevice of its new home.
Crevasse.
free it from the debris.
Debris?
Debris.
Alright.
Oh, Mama, we might have an issue. We might need to make more pot pies.
We won't have enough crust.
Yeah. One scoop of the spoon fills up these little guys pretty well. These would be such a cute little lunch or a snack, or you could do a pot pie night and have a whole bunch of ingredients together and everyone make their own pot pie. You could do chicken and broccoli and cheese.
This will be great for Shire's Giving.
Shire's Giving, yes. We can do little meat pies that aren't filled with humans.
It'll be great for an 11sies one day.
Yes. Alright, I've probably overfilled those because I'm a glutton.
You feel the pie.
That you have your child and you've made them all warm. It's time to cover them up and tuck them in the bed. It's okay, little Jimmy. The world can't hurt you in here. I need you to separate from your brethren.
I think you're overthinking it.
Huh? It is me.
They could be Siamese pies.
We are Siamese, if you please.
We are Siamese, if you don't please. That's some sketch dough. Sketchy. Hey, would you stop fingering it and just crimp it with the fork?
I'm trying to make sure we don't have stuff burning.
I think you're overthinking it.
Yes,
It's a pot pie. It is dinner in edible bowl.
Just give me the fork, please.
What the fork?
I asked you to forgive me.
And now you crimp the pie. Crimp it, crimp it, crimp it, crimp it, crimp it all the way around.
Now we gotta cut a little.
No,
Apparently not.
you do not. It's cooking it. It's not in an oven. You
Okay.
don't need to do that. You're going to get all the filling on the thingy. And now we butter. Just spread it on there generously. Make him happy. You just forked him into next week.
This is called aftercare. Now, what does the box actually say for time? It would actually have helped if I had read the instructions at all.
How very masculine of you.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't need instruction because I'm a man's man. Yeah, yes.
For those of you who do not have a phallus, instructions are included.
I don't have a phallus, I'm just stubborn.
Now the phallic confusion sets in.
Oh, we're supposed to preheat it. Oh. See, this is why it's good to read instructions. You learn things like preheating.
Preheating's for wussies.
Things are not even plugged in.
It's okay. Go ahead. You can say it.
Yo, please read instructions.
Chewy!
Bless you.
Thank you.
Before you fill your little mini pie maker with your deliciousness, you're supposed to preheat and season it. So, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna...
Balls deep, don't weep.
Why have I never heard that before?
I tried to protect you from my dorker side.
So, we're just gonna seal it up, and much like I do with my emotions, ignore it until it becomes a burning mess.
That seems healthy.
I'm fine. This is fine.
Wow, he's really getting worked up. He's over here speaking parcel tongue to you.
Saya instructions.
Why didn't you read? I didn't know you could read.
I want to watch Harry Potter.
I always want to watch Harry Potter.
And Lord of the Rings. I'm like any minute down to just spend 3 hours watching.
Or Sherlock. But
we're on my favorite season. We're on my favorite season.
Benedict's Sherlock.
Benedict's Sherlock with ya boy, Martin Freeman.
All right. Now we have done the allotted time that both you guessed and then the book did confirm.
Okay.
What do we got? Okay. Now, you know, it still looks a little soft on a couple of those spots. I don't think that closing it up for a few minutes more would be amiss.
No, I agree. Just let the residual heat of it go.
Yeah. Okay.
I think a couple of those are still going to be doughy, but initial science is always messy.
Especially when you don't read the instructions.
That was the pie crispy. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look how freely it moves.
Okay, so that was an initial concern of if it was going to get stuck. Oh, it's like a little pie!
In a pie maker? Madness!
Okay.
Ooh, that looks nummy.
That actually does look really good. Okay. I have a fork. And I'm gonna try and get some of the both layers. That's really good.
All right.
Less than desirable crust, but that was my beat. That is really cute and really good. I highly recommend doing your own Potpie bitchery science with that.
You know, when Happy Shire's Giving comes around, we're going to have plenty of turkey for turkey pot pies that entire weekend. So while we're watching the entire Lord of the Rings saga, we can appropriately hobbit out. I look forward to that.
Aye, we can.
And then also making it like actual wee little pies. That'll be great. Some little peach pies or apple. Ooh, a little bitty pecan pie.
That's exactly what I was just thinking, is like make a little pecan pie. You can also make quiches in this thing.
I am looking forward to quiche.
Alright, Snuggie Dash delivery.
Hello. Thank you very much.
It's been a long time since you had a pot pie because it will kill you.
Yes, that is true.
So I made this with chicken broth and flour to thicken it up, so it's not going to have all the cream and stuff. So you shouldn't get itchies from it.
Okay, we'll give this a try here.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Ooh,
Is it good at least?
that's very good.
Awesome.
You did an excellent job, honey.
Awesome. Bitchery
That is
science
delicious.
complete. Alright, I will let you return to work. Day 2 of Dirty Bitchery, because stuff got complicated with me not reading the instructions on how to properly use the pie machine. So, it is the next day, and I still want to make peppermint patties. So 1 cup of sweetened condensed milk is basically your normal size can that you get from the grocery store, so we're just going to open this baddish boy up and dump the entire thing in. It is 14 ounces, so not exactly a full cup, which is 16 ounces. I think I've ever actually used sweetened condensed milk. Ugh, it's like... I feel like I'm suddenly in an Aliens movie. Like... There's much confusion here. But... Okay, we're gonna go with it. This is gonna be so weird to mix. Okay. These are half tablespoons, so I need to do 3 of these. Peppermint extract is very strong. You don't want to do too much. Sorry, my dog was out of the corner of the frame and she's really freaking cute. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then 5 cups of powdered sugar. Yes, I know I am committing a baking sin by measuring over the bowl, but bite me. Alright, 2. Yeah. 3. 4. Break up some of this stuff down at the bottom. And 5. Powder everywhere. Oh, I'll be damned. It actually made a dough. Okay. I might need to add some more powdered sugars because Dylan's was a lot more solid. Yeah, well, I probably should have added more than that because that is not exactly a workable dough. Okay, so I think it's really important to admit when you don't know how to do something. And this is not working out the way I had wanted it to. And I'm really trying hard not to get frustrated with myself. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm gonna still try and see if I can make something of this, but this might just be a secret that Big Peppermint and Dylan share. Okay, we might actually have something. Well, I don't actually have a rolling pin, so we're just gonna squish it. Really trying not to get frustrated with this. It's very difficult. Can you believe, after all that struggle and frustration, I had something to present? Well, you shouldn't. I was about to have a nervous breakdown, so we got some York peppermint patties. You're not always going to succeed when you try something new, especially on the first time. So this might just be a secret of Big Peppermint and Dylan Hollis, but...
We will get their secrets. We will learn.
I'm coming for you, Vintage King. I don't know that that's his name.
Well, he's got a fabulous kitchen.
He's got a fucking awesome kitchen.